Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. I got up early this morning and I wrote an article, and I wanted to take the time now that the sun's up to turn that article into a video. And what I titled this is, Are There Similarities? Anyway, has anyone ever noticed the similarities between individuals campaigning for a Senate or a congressional seat and your first date? If you stop to think about it, there are a great number of similarities. For example, both tend to be on their best behavior. Both, in the case of a gentleman, will open the car door for you. He will make a concerted effort to try and tell you what he thinks that you want to hear. If your first date is over dinner, he will be on his best behavior, and the conversation will be light and in all probability somewhat entertaining. He'll try his best to be polite, and he will give you an opportunity to express yourself. And he will make you feel that he genuinely wants to hear absolutely everything that you have to say. If the relationship begins to blossom, you will start feeling comfortable being around him. And it will appear from his reactions that he's genuinely interested in your welfare. And all that you have to say on any particular subject. As time goes on and you have given yourself to him, you will begin to notice a subtle change taking place in him. He will become less attentive, more involved with himself and or his friends, and you will no longer be what you thought you were, what he made you believe that you were, which is the most important person in his life. How different are politicians that are running for either the Senate or Congress, or for that matter, any and all political positions. They too will do their absolute best to try and make you feel special. They too will try to make you believe that they share your exact ideals. When it all comes to end all political views, be it a Democratic candidate or a Republican candidate, they will do whatever they have to do to win your vote. They start off giving speeches whenever they can. They have house-warming events to create a following. They have volunteers that start drives to collect money for the campaigns. And throughout all of this time, they do their best to try to convince you that they share your exact values, that they will, if elected, honor their oath of office and support any and all programs that they know you agree with. The reality comes blatantly clear that once elected, they no longer have a real need of you or your vote, not until the next election. And not a single one of the 535 members of Congress has honored their oath of office. And many, like Senator John McCain, Senator Jeff Flake, cross party lines to vote with what they perceive to be the party in power. One has to wonder why Senator Marco Rubio, Senator Rand Paul, Senator Lindsey Graham would vote to confirm the newest members to Obama's dysfunctional cabinet. Why would any one of them vote to confirm Jack Lew, Chuck Hagel, John Brennan, or John Kerry? Not a single one of them is worthy, or for that matter, trustworthy to be in a key cabinet position. Then again, nor is Barack Hussein Obama. Those Republican senators had no reason to vote for their confirmation. They would have better been served their constituents by simply having voted present instead of in the affirmative. This is where the parallel of your first date becomes evident. Once these senators and congressmen feel totally comfortable with you and you have given yourself to them by having voted for them, notice how things change? Similar to marriage, on average, over 50% of them end in divorce. Too bad that we can't divorce many of our elected congressional representatives. Over time, they embed themselves, as has Senator Dianne Feinstein, Senator John McCain, Senator Chuck Schumer, Senator Lindsey Graham, and the list goes on and on and on. And once again, not a single member of Congress has come forward to honor their oath of office. They are all doing their absolute best to impress the usurper and could care less what happens to the citizens that gave them their elitist lifestyle. It's too bad that we have people that the people cannot hold them accountable for not having honored their oath of office. And like a divorce, we tend to become somewhat tainted and tend to be less willing to trust. The difference between a divorce is that the damage is somewhat limited to those two parties, their children and some of their friends. But when it comes to members of Congress, our country is at stake, and along with the future well-being of our children, when we have all been fooled by those that we elected to higher office. There is no doubt that millions upon millions of Americans have all been fooled by those that we elected to higher office, and having been fooled by them, I fear that we have lost our country, and there now seems absolutely not a single thing that any one of us can do to change the direction where our country is being taken. That's why I think there's a whole lot of parallels between the two. Now that you know what I think, what do you think?